Welcome to House News. Vice Chair of BKSAP said parliamentary diplomacy is central to building inclusive peace governance in ASEAN. He urged ASEAN parliaments to strengthen dialogue, build trust, and enhance cooperation in response to growing regional and global challenges.
Amid rising geopolitical challenges and global uncertainty, Vice Chairperson of BKSAP Bramantio Suwondo emphasized parliamentary diplomacy plays an important role in achieving inclusive peace governance in the ASEAN region. At the 17th ASEAN Interparliamentary Assembly or IPA caucus, recently hosted at the House of Representatives, Bramantio urged the strengthening of dialogue and cooperation among ASEAN countries to maintain regional stability. He stated, IPA has a responsibility to ensure peace governance in ASEAN remains inclusive, people-oriented, and responsive to various regional challenges.
Karena kita ketahui bahwa bicara soal perdamaian bukan hanya soal bicara situasi aman, stabil, ataupun tidak ada yang namanya perang, tapi perlunya ada keadilan yang terbentuk di masyarakat, adanya kestabilan pertumbuhan ekonomi di masyarakat, dan menciptakan pada akhirnya suatu perdamaian yang lebih panjang dan juga abadi. Tentunya itu adalah kepentingan bersama dari Asia Tenggara, dan melewati forum ini kita gaungkan suara kepentingan bersama ini agar selanjutnya diteruskan dalam legislasi nasional maupun juga inisiatif nasional di negara masing-masing.
Furthermore, Bramantio mentioned ASEAN has a strong opportunity to become a leading global region with parliamentary diplomacy as a key instrument for promoting peace and stability. Maintaining regional security and stability will put ASEAN as a center for economic growth, investment, and regional cooperation. BKSAP hopes efforts to strengthen peace will extend beyond parliaments, engaging academics, civil society, and other key stakeholders. Dodi Muharram, TVR Parliament, report.
The 17th IPA caucus brought ASEAN parliaments together to strengthen regional climate cooperation. The Indonesian House presented a series of initiatives to promote sustainable climate action, including regulatory reforms and the formation of an IPA climate change subcommittee.
As the 17th IPA caucus put climate change at the top of its agenda, BKSAP demands stronger cooperation among ASEAN parliaments to turn climate commitments into concrete and sustainable policies. Chairperson of BKSAP Syahrul Aidi Ma'azad stated, climate change is more than just an environmental issue, it gives direct threats to food security, economic growth, and public welfare. Therefore, ASEAN parliaments must strengthen their cooperation to accelerate the transition to clean energy, promote a green economy, and develop policies to mitigate the impacts of climate change.
Kontribusi setiap negara itu akan percepatan perubahan iklim yang misalnya dengan tidak menggunakan bahan bakar fosil. Maka langkahnya apa? Ekonomi hijau. Kemudian perubahan iklim itu tentu berefek pada lingkungan, berefek pada pertumbuhan produktivitas pangan, maka tema perubahan iklim itu sangat besar sekali. Maka perlu didiskusikan langkah-langkah untuk memitigasi efek negatif bagi setiap negara.
Through the 17th IPA caucus, BKSAP hopes parliamentary cooperation in ASEAN would continue to grow. The outcomes of the meeting are expected to reinforce the legislative, budgetary, and oversight functions of each parliament, supporting climate policies to deliver concrete benefits for the people and the region. Esa and Divo, TVR Parliament, report.
Lawmakers have approved the ratification of a defense cooperation agreement between Indonesia and Turkey. The agreement is expected to promote defense cooperation through technology transfer and supporting the development of Indonesia's domestic defense industry.
Commission 1 of the House emphasized the ratification of the bill approving the defense cooperation agreement between Indonesia and Turkey reflects the shared commitment to promoting bilateral defense cooperation. However, the House demands the implementation of the agreement must deliver long-term benefits through technology transfer and the development of Indonesia's national defense industry, including cooperation in education and training, research and development, the defense industry, as well as other technical areas. Member of Commission 1 Syamsu Rizal said, the agreement provides an opportunity to enhance defense cooperation between Indonesia and Turkey in response to the evolving needs and challenges of both countries. He expected the agreement will be the foundation for more concrete cooperation programs following the completion of the ratification process.
Yang paling utama adalah catatan kita pada saat pembahasan itu, yang pertama itu adalah bagaimana pemerintah kita, terutama Kementerian Pertahanan ini, memastikan bahwa kerjasama kita dengan Turki itu tidak hanya sekadar kita menjadi pasar dari persenjataan atau alat-alat yang menjadi simbol kemajuannya Turki. Tetapi yang paling utama itu adalah ada komitmen untuk pembelajaran sekaligus juga transfer teknologi, dan yang paling penting itu adalah pelibatan dari triple helix minimal. Jadi ada dunia usaha, ada kampus, ada industri pertahanan strategis nasionalnya kita.
In addition to promoting bilateral relations, the law serves as a legal framework to facilitate the implementation of defense cooperation programs that will be developed and carried out by Indonesia and Turkey in the future. The agreement should contribute to the development of Indonesia's national defense industry ecosystem through long-term defense cooperation. Esa Enfaldo, TVR Parliament, report.
After the break, we have more updates coming from Commission 6 of the House, only on House News. Commission 6 is committed to expanding trade relations between Indonesia and Canada through the implementation of the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. The agreement is expected to support trade cooperation and create new economic opportunities for both countries.
Commission 6 of the House asked the government to complete the supporting regulations needed to ensure the effective implementation of economic cooperation between Indonesia and Canada. The regulations are important in improving bilateral trade and expanding cooperation across various sectors. Chairperson of Commission 6, Anggia Ermarini, mentioned Indonesia and Canada have a complementary trade relations in meeting commodity demand and expanding market access. She added partnership opportunities are available across a wide range of sectors, including export and import, agriculture, and minerals. Therefore, cooperation with Canada will support Indonesia's efforts to expand trade relations with international partners.
Banyak hal yang kita bicarakan tentang misalnya tentang ekspor, impor, lalu kemudian juga tentang produk-produk yang kita butuhkan, begitu juga dengan produk-produk yang Kanada ke Indonesia. Peraturan pemerintah yang sedang kita tunggu untuk bisa segera implementasi Canada Comprehensive Collaboration.
Meanwhile, Canadian ambassador to Indonesia stated communication with the Indonesian House continues on various strategic issues between the two countries. He explained the agreement with Canada provide a framework for enhancing investment, trade, and commercial cooperation between Indonesia and Canada.
One of the issues we discussed today was the implementation of our Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. I think this is a historic agreement between our two countries, which is more important today than when we began negotiations in 2021, and I think sets out really a framework and opportunities for mutual economic.
Dwi Utomo, TVR Parliament, report.
Chair of Commission 4 welcomed Norway's recognition of Indonesia's effort in reducing deforestation and preserve forests. The recognition reflects Indonesia's progress over the past decade and highlights more cooperation between the two countries in climate and forestry.
Chairperson of Commission 4 of the House, Siti Hediati Suharto, received a visit from the Norwegian ambassador to Indonesia to discuss strengthening cooperation on climate and forestry. The meeting served as an important opportunity to enhance collaboration in addressing climate change, protecting forests, and promoting sustainable development through the partnership between the two countries. Furthermore, Siti Hediati welcomed the Norwegian ambassador, who praised Indonesia for successfully reducing deforestation by 90% since 2015. The meeting showed that both countries are committed to developing long-term cooperation by supporting Indonesia's Follow Net Sink 2030 agenda through sustainable forest management, peatland restoration, reforestation, and forest rehabilitation. In addition, the meeting also discussed opportunities to develop carbon market mechanism under Article 6 of the Paris Agreement, as well as support for the energy transition through the expansion of renewable energy.
Indonesia mendapatkan bantuan sebesar 216 juta US dollar dari pemerintah Norwegia. Untuk itu kami mengucapkan terima kasih atas bantuan itu. Mudah-mudahan ke depan kita bisa menjaga deforestasi ini tidak terulang lagi dan kita berhasil untuk menurunkan emisi gas rumah kaca yang ini penting karena Indonesia adalah salah satu paru-paru dunia ya. Jadi ini penting sekali supaya kita tidak ada kebakaran hutan, kemudian penggundulan hutan itu tidak terulang kembali.
The Norwegian ambassador mentioned Indonesia has significant potential to develop marine-based food resources. Continued cooperation between Indonesia and Norway would support long-term food and energy sustainability efforts in both countries. Essa and Kiki, TVR Parliament, report.
And that's all House News for today. Thank you for watching and see you on the next episode.